kind of spell is this that you've placed on me with your kiss? Stronger than any man-made drug that can turn the average Joe into a thug. Dancing hand in hand while listening to an 80s cover band. You have me completely spellbound. With your sensuous body next to mine, you truly are one of a kind. Your aroma clouds my mind with a mist that's accentuated by your kiss. I'm addicted to you more and more. From my fingertips right down to my core, you have me completely spellbound. To me, you in my future is all I can see. I'm falling under your captivity spell. What the future holds for us, I can't tell. Now that we've been found, together we're forever bound. I'm by you, completely spellbound. I am bewitched by your green eyes, which illuminate in the moonlit sky. What we have together are mutual dreams, with the mutual love themes. If I told you if you left me that I wouldn't miss you, I'd be lying. I'd spend all of my time crying. Girl, you have me completely spellbound. Have bewitched me. You in my future is all I can see. I'm falling under your captivity spell. What the future holds for us, I can't tell. Now that we've been found, together we're forever bound. I'm by you, completely spellbound. By you, completely spellbound.
How beautiful was that song? How beautiful was that song? You're listening to Good Vibrations with Mish at IPL Radio this morning. I have some amazing guests in with me today. I have Trevor.
Thank you.
Hi, Trevor, and his beautiful daughter, Nicole.
Yep, that's right.
But we've also got Aaron from Nashville zooming in with us today. Hi, Aaron, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we certainly can. Hi, we've actually got you on video, so we can actually see you, but you can't see us, so no picking your nose.
How are you, Aaron?
Hi, mate. How you going? What time is it there?
It's at 9 o'clock p.m.
9 p.m. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's a long way behind us.
13 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours. Well, thank you for being with us today here in Rockingham. Have you ever been to Australia?
I have not, but I'm looking forward to coming sometime.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Trevor, we've got you here today because you are the songwriter of that song we just listened to.
Well, me and Aaron.
You both...
I'm not taking full credit for it.
All right, fair enough. So you both, Aaron and yourself, actually wrote that song. When did you write it?
2021.
Okay. And can you tell me the story behind that song?
It's just the first song that came to me. I'm a lyricist, so I don't write music or anything. I leave that up to the expert in Aaron.
Yep.
But it's just one that came to me about more like my wife while she was alive. I was just thinking about her and everything like that. And
it's a love song, right?
Yeah, it is. It's just something that really resonated with me and just put down on paper, and Aaron was good enough to put the music to it. And
how did you guys meet?
Through an ex-producer of ours. Eric Zanitas from Nashville recommended we should get together in 2018, and we got in contact in June 2018, and we've been together writing songs ever since.
Excellent. So you've got a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, he's a rock.
Because not only do you write music together, but you're Aaron, you're a supporter through Trevor's mental health journey.
Oh yeah, he is for me as well.
Oh, that's great. So you both support each other.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the mental health journey? Is that okay? Because my show's all about mental health awareness.
Sure.
It's one of my passions. Aaron, can we start with you? If you're comfortable to talk about it, I'll leave, I don't want to impose in any way, or if there's anything I might ask you that you're uncomfortable with, just, please, stop me or say no. But what can you give us an idea on your mental health journey?
Well, I think that creative people oftentimes have difficulties in different ways. Oftentimes, creative people have difficult journeys. They have disorders, depression and anxiety, and things like that. So it seems that way anyway. Not all musicians are like that, but it seems like creative people in general oftentimes have those issues.
So music is a way of you expressing?
It is, and it's a way of healing too. It helps with a lot of those things, a lot of the depression and things, just to get your thoughts, on paper.
On paper, yeah, because they do say that. They do say that writing a journal, for example, is a good way of helping with your depression and your anxieties, because as we know, depression is really something that's in the past, and anxieties are in the future. Writing down in journals is a basic thing that anybody can do. But from someone with a songwriting background, or poetry background, as Trevor's had, poetry, it's a very what's the word I'm trying to use? Therapeutic way of getting your feelings out without, because some people have trouble expressing themselves. So your expression is in your songs, or in your poetry,
exactly.
or that type of thing.
And melody too, that they've done a few studies with different groups of people that have had depression and anxiety, and in the group they played some Bach, to some of them, and then in the group that didn't have that just used talk therapy, their percentage was lower than like the ones that listened to the Bach. It helped their anxiety level.
Interesting. I know for me, I suffer from anxiety and depression myself, and I have done for many, many years, and been medicated for 27 years. But for me, I'm an 80s freak, so my 80s music is my therapy. When I'm feeling down, if I put my 80s music on, it really brings me back. And it's amazing how music can change your mood. It can change it to a higher vibration, or it can change it to a lower vibration. It's just amazing. So with music, Aaron, and writing, obviously, so that's been your therapy. What? How long have you been doing your music for?
I've been singing since I was a little boy. I had a little band, I guess, when I was about 7 years old. And I've always played music and moved to Nashville when I was about 19. Okay. So I've got to meet a lot of cool people along the way.
I bet. Is your family?
I wish I'd have had
pictures
of. I wish I'd have had some pictures of those experiences, but I didn't. I didn't go that route.
No, that's fine.
I wish now that I would have.
They're in your memories, and that's the perfect way for them to be. Have you got a musical background with your family?
I do. My family mainly were in gospel music.
Okay.
So that's where I basically learned the first music that I ever played was in church, but I went the route of country music eventually. But when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, I was a big Elvis Presley.
Of course, as we all are, I'd say. I have to ask you, before I go on to Trevor, there's one question I really, really need to ask you. Is it mandatory for country singers to wear a hat?
No, but I've just always worn one.
It just seems it's part of the persona. I don't know, but it's
I kind of think that the cowboy hat's kind of out of date now. It's more of baseball caps.
Is that right? I think the cowboy hat is more distinguished for sure.
Yeah, it is for a time era, but I believe that more the newer country music artists are more into wearing baseball caps.
Yeah, I think that's a shame. I really do think that's a shame. Thank you for sharing your story.
What I really miss the nudie suits and the sparkly, outfits that they used to wear a long time ago.
Do you wear that? You should wear that.
I don't, but I'm thinking about getting that trend back going again.
Definitely. I think you need to be the sharp dressed man, and that's the way to go. Definitely.
It seems like that makes people notice you a little bit more.
100%. Definitely go down that track. Trevor, your story, your turn. Now, I know that you've had, you suffer from mental health issues.
Yeah, depression and anxiety.
Yeah, same. I know how you feel. Are you comfortable to talk about your story?
Yes.
Okay, where would you like to start?
Well, I went undiagnosed from the age of 14 to 28. Mm-hmm. My family thought I was on drugs and just crazy because of the things I do.
Yeah.
I eventually went to the streets to live, to just get away from try to sort my brain out.
Okay.
When I moved to Perth from Sydney back in the early 90s, my girlfriend at the time, Nicole's mum, Coral, she said, "There's something wrong with you. We're going to get you sorted out."
Did you take that nicely or not?
No, I knew exactly what she meant.
All right, good.
Because I knew there was something wrong as well.
Okay. So how old were you then?
I was 28.
Oh, you're 28. Okay.
Yeah, no one could put a...
Everyone just thought you were just the crazy Trevor.
Yeah, that's it. But it just worked out. We went from psychiatrist to psychiatrist to try and find out. And then all of a sudden, we hit the diagnosis of bipolar disorder.
Okay.
And where I suffer more from the lows than the highs.
Okay.
So I'll have a happy medium, which would be a high for me, and the grave lows.
So. Yep.
So I've been medicated for about 25 years now. But Nikki, my kids, all of them staying with Tim, Guns and Nicole, Kelly, Beck and Chantel.
Hang on, are these all your kids?
Yeah.
How many kids have you got?
5.
What?
10 grandkids.
Jeez, what? Jeez, okay. I don't think you could be that depressed.
Well, 4 stepkids, but I still count them as my own.
Absolutely you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, they're all
Little family.
Yeah, they're all part of me and part of my life.
Of course.
And they've meant so much to me over the years.
Of course.
Especially in the last 7 months since my wife passed.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That was, I didn't realise it was so soon, and that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, but Aaron would ring me up from Nashville. every night.
Aww.
After she passed.
That's beautiful.
And you just ring up for 2 to 5 minutes a night just to say, hey, Trev, are you doing okay, mate?
Just to check
He
in on
doesn't
you.
know how much that meant to me.
Aw, you do know that, Aaron, don't you now?
But
Yes, but he's also done that for me a lot of times. I mean, he's lifted me up when I was just feeling really down. And so it's always good to have a friend. And the wonderful thing about it is we're kind of reaching out and doing some things that are good for the world across the oceans, across
That's amazing. So you've never met?
no,
Oh,
never met.
come on. You guys have got to get together soon.
Yeah, well, we are planning on March next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to Nashville.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, please, you can't leave it like this. It can't be just strangers across the sea. Anyway, sorry, we've jumped across from your story. So you're...
But my kids,
Yeah.
they'd all ring me up every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2-3 times a day.
Yeah,
Hey, Dad, you doing okay?
great.
You all right?
Do you live close to family?
Yeah, I've got one daughter living with me.
Oh, lovely.
Beck. Nikki's coming back home to help look after me and that.
Right.
Which is, she doesn't realise how much I need that.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
But she's a rock, this one.
Aw.
So's Shani, so's Kel, so's Tim.
got
Tim
an
doesn't
amazing
call me
family.
as much.
Boy, that's a boy for you.
He'll call me every twice a week.
Yeah, that's great.
Kelly would call me 3 times a week.
Brilliant.
Shani would call me every day, if not every day, every 2 days.
Yeah,
Nikki'd call me, every day?
yeah. And then, of course, you're going to...
For each other like 8 times a day.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're doing okay.
Yeah, depending on what
That's
we're
brilliant.
concentrating
I love that. That's so great that you have family to support you, because it is an extremely difficult time for you. And you were with your wife for such a long time.
26 and a half years.
See, I've been with my husband for 33, and I can't imagine life without him. So yeah, it must be devastating for you. But you've got your family, you've got your music, you've got Aaron, you've got Nashville waiting for you. You've got a life ahead of you. And I'm great to see you out today, because I understand that you don't get out too much.
No. I'll put it this way, I only got out yesterday for the first time.
I'm so proud of you.
For
so proud
in
of
about
you.
7 months.
I'm so proud of you. That is amazing. High five for that one. That's just amazing. Good for you. And you know what? We're not all that scary, are we?
No, it's not you guys. This is me putting on the walls.
Oh, no, I know. I understand that 100%. But the hardest thing for you would be, because I've been there, walking through that door today must have been, oh my God, just a huge effort, and you'll be exhausted by the end of today because you've just used up so much emotional energy.
Yeah, I feel that at the moment.
Yeah.
But I've got Nikki here. I've got Aaron.
Yep. You've got support.
Aaron's been the best support out.
It's just an amazing story to know that you two are such a long way. You couldn't be much further away from each other, really, but yet you've got such an amazing camaraderie.
Yeah, well, we've written 10 number 1 independent international hits.
Yeah, actually,
between us.
That's amazing. Can we go into another song, one of your songs? I think, which one was the one we were going to go to? Is it Preacher's Daughter? Or
yeah, Preacher's Daughter.
We're going to go into Preacher's Daughter, Aaron, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear it as well. So I'm going to play that now. This is another song that you guys have wrote together, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. This is Preacher's Daughter, Aaron Bozwell and Trevor.
She was the preacher's daughter, baptized in ocean's waters, lived her life to serve the Father by the power worker. Said, settle here, stop traveling all over. We can marry on a day in the springtime when the tulips start to bud. As they walked down the aisle, he said to her daddy, now hand in hand I'll walk with her through this world. I promise to be loyal and true and make good on all our plans. I can do it 'cause Jesus can. No, not I, but the great I am. I can do it 'cause Jesus can. Jesus can do anything, break any chains. He in me and I in him. I can do it 'cause Jesus can. She was born the preacher's daughter, baptized in ocean's waters. Just like her mother and father, she's washed by the blood of the Lamb. She's the preacher's daughter, daughter of a preacher. She's the preacher's daughter.
Another beautiful song by Aaron and Trevor, who I have in the studio with me. Trevor and his beautiful daughter Nicole, and I've got Aaron from Nashville on Zoom. Can you hear me, Aaron?
I can. I did not hear the song, but I was going to say, I said that I went the country route. I guess I have done some gospel because that was kind of a country gospel song there.
Absolutely, it was. Trevor, I've got a couple of notes here, and I noticed that it was back in the 1970s that your mother and your grandmother encouraged you to write. Is that correct?
Yes.
Why did they? Where did that come from? Why did they do that?
I don't know. It's just said you had a gift for writing, just write.
Yeah.
It worked out in the end. I've written poetry. I've got a book of poetry out, published.
They must have known.
Yeah, but in 2011 I went the way of lyrics for songs and that.
Mm.
And then we went, Aaron and I met up in 2018, and we've been doing songs ever since.
Is it something you ever thought you'd ever do? Did you ever think you'd have songs like this?
No.
Isn't
Never
it amazing? Isn't it amazing?
But I've done a Colonel Sanders. I'm 62 years old.
There you go.
And I've found my niche in life.
There you go. You know what? Well, I'm still looking for my niche in life. So good on you for finding that, and for finding Aaron, of course. So that was the preacher's the preacher's daughter. Tell us about that song, both of you. Where did that come from?
Well, Coral, my wife, was a preacher's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Her father, Nikki's grandfather, was a singer-songwriter,
Oh, okay.
country singer-songwriter
Wow.
in the churches.
Ah.
He'd travel all around Australia to sing his gospel songs.
That's amazing.
So he actually inadvertently inspired me to start writing lyrics.
Wow.
Because he used to get me to help him write his lyrics out.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Have you always had a Christian background?
No.
No,
1985.
Is that right? What changed in 1985 for that to happen?
I survived the suicide attempt.
Is that right? I'm so glad. Can I hold your hand for a second? I'm so glad. Oh, your hands are cold. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And
I lost my father due to suicide 2 years later.
No. Oh my gosh, it's Yeah, I also have had people in my past that have suicided, and that's it's something you never get over. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go much further into it because it's heartbreaking. But I'm so sorry, and I'm so glad you're here because we would never have heard any of this, and your beautiful family wouldn't be around if you hadn't have made it. So I'm so glad that you survived that. So you went into the church?
No, I woke up from the suicide attempt in hospital and just yelled out in the emergency ward, "Jesus help me."
And he did?
Yeah. I became born again then and there.
That's just amazing. Well done. Has your family...
Trevor has a really... I'm sorry, I was just going to say this. Trevor has a really high EQ.
Yeah.
He's really intelligent.
Very intelligent man.
Yeah, what's your IQ level, Dad?
I said EQ. Trevor has a really high IQ.
That's very intelligent of you, Aaron.
You can tell that I'm not good on these interviews.
I don't want to really say what it is.
Come on.
I wouldn't have a clue what numbers were anyway.
Some people will. Okay, go on. You're proud of it. Go on.
142, which puts me in the men's class.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I failed high school. I found high school boring.
Yeah, but that's why. Because you have a high IQ, you were bored and you were challenged.
My greatest regret about school is not the fact that I failed it, but I never picked up music from it.
Okay. Were you given that option?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
But I just didn't have the patience and everything to learn an instrument.
Do you have ADHD?
Yes.
There you go. It's because you haven't got the patience. I think I have it too because my level of patience or level of learning would be 2 weeks and I want to do something new. I get bored very quickly.
Yeah, that's me. I jump from one to the other to the other.
I think I've tried every musical instrument there can possibly be, but I'm no good at any of them.
No, I just found school boring.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
But I found lyric writing. I found Aaron, and that's the only thing I've really stuck with.
Can I ask you, what was your career during your life?
Bank officer.
There you go.
And insurance.
See? There you go.
And then what made you stop doing that, Dad?
I was a victim of 2 armed hold-ups.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, I was a 2 and 11 weeks.
No.
Yep, 2 different branches.
You've got to be kidding me.
11 weeks apart in Sydney.
How unlucky can you be?
I was the teller on the counter both times.
How unlucky can you be?
Yeah. And what were they having? What were they holding?
Shotguns.
Kidding. They were two different people. They weren't the same.
2 different places.
Different places. Not the same gang.
No, one guy was high on drugs, and the second one was a group of about 3 of them.
How can you be so unlucky, Trevor?
I quit the bank 6 months later. I said I can't handle it.
No. Did they give you any support at all?
I got a week off.
Oh, you're joking. No ongoing mental health support?
No.
You're joking.
I had to seek it all out myself.
Have you had help for that though?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. That's good. That's huge. I mean, most people don't even have, that people working in a bank don't have one time that they get held up. But you got 2 in 11 weeks. That's bizarre. That's almost a movie. You know, that's bizarre. So you've been through that. So you've been through suicide of, attempts for yourself. You've had suicide of your father. You've had held ups from a bank twice. Your wife's just recently passed. My goodness, I'm so glad you came in here with me today. I'm so proud of you. I honestly can't imagine or can't say more how proud I am for you for walking in that door today, sitting down with me and talking about your story, because I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is because I suffer from that as well. So you should go out today, buy a lotto ticket and celebrate with a big dinner today with your family.
Well, Aaron would resonate with this. They say there's a hair's breadth between genius and insanity.
True.
I live on that line.
Yeah.
I jump over the side of it depending on how I feel. how I feel, how I wake up of a morning.
Yep. How do you get up every the morning? What gets you out of bed every day?
Some days I can't.
Okay, I understand that too. I do. I absolutely do.
Some days I can't get out of bed.
And you know what? That's okay. As long as tomorrow you get out of bed. And it's not 2 days you don't get out of bed.
Sometimes it can go weeks on end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you've got family there to support you in that time.
Yeah, well, Dickie's coming back home, which is the greatest thing that's happened to me in a long time. I mean, Chantel, my daughter, lives a couple of suburbs away. She comes and checks on me.
Good.
And that, but having Nikki there, just having her there to support me is the greatest thing that can happen to me.
Yeah.
It's like Aaron. Aaron gives me the strength to carry on. I haven't written a lyric. I've just written one. First of the next song we play, He Wears Her Rings. That was the first song I wrote after Coral passed. But it wasn't actually me writing, it was Aaron. I was just on the phone. I was just on the phone for an hour just talking to him, and he was sitting there taking notes.
He took your words,
and put it all together. So he deserves all the credit for that song. But it went to number one.
They're your emotions, that's the difference.
Yeah.
And I feel that, music can be one of two things. Music can be very emotional and from the heart, and another way it can be just a written piece on a piece of paper, just written words. Your songs are completely, yours and Aaron's are completely from the heart. They're emotions that you're feeling, and that totally gives this song a totally different feel. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's emotional. Yeah, I feel your tears. I feel your love through your words on those songs, and they're the first time I've heard those songs. Whereas you can have a pop artist who has someone else write their songs for them, and it means nothing. That song that they're singing means nothing to them.
No, Aaron puts emotion into it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It totally changes that song from just words on a piece of paper to a feeling, an emotion. And I feel that when I listen to your music.
Yeah, well, 1st of May this year, something happened to Aaron and me. We got inducted into the IDSS Songwriters Hall of Fame.
What's IDDS?
International Independent Songwriters, Superstars of Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Wow. Congratulations on that, both of you. That's amazing. And you still haven't met. Come on.
But I reckon it was poetic justice that we both got inducted at the same time.
There you go. Someone's looking after you. Yeah. Somebody's looking after you, that's for sure. Aaron, do you have a support, people behind you, family support?
I was just able to go on a trip with my son to see my family in Garden City, South Carolina.
Oh, beautiful.
And I was able to see one of my childhood friends came by, Darren Manshak, and he just has this aura it was like a familiar feeling, and it brought me back to my elementary school
Love
days.
That.
It was just like I could feel him behind me going out the door. And I almost felt like we were going to run out to the playground and play, kickball or something.
That's beautiful.
But I was able to see my daughter, Chelsea, and her little family, and her daughter and son, Noah, who's 3 years old. And he was really, it seemed like he really just wanted to be with me a lot.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
While he was there. And so that was great, seeing my mom and dad, my brother and his family, my
beautiful
nieces, nephew, my sister, And so that was the first time I had been down there to the beach in probably about 14 years.
Oh, wow. You need to do it more often.
They have a place down there, but it takes a long time to drive from Nashville to there.
How many hours would it be?
Well, stopping and eating and everything, it was about 10 and a half hours.
Okay. It's doable.
Really, yeah, it's
doable.
still
It's definitely doable to do that than it is to wait 14 years.
Well, that's true. Now, I've been back home where I was raised in North Carolina. That's where their house is, but they have a beach house in Garden City, close to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, there you go. We're all going to go there for holiday now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they got a good little spot not far from the ocean, so that's pretty cool. But the North Carolina where I was raised, I have been there couple of years ago. We went there. We normally try to get together every year at somewhere.
Good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
My son lives here in Nashville, so he's with his mom, and so I have him here.
Great. That's good. I'm glad you have your support family around you. And they don't have to be family either. They can be, great mates all over the seas, you and, Trevor, which is fantastic. I need to go. Nicole's been sitting here very quietly. I need to ask you, Nicole, how are you feeling? Are you coping? I mean, obviously, you're dealing with looking after Dad, which is a blessing, but also can be very, very difficult. How are you dealing with it all?
Yeah, we just take day by day, don't we, Dad?
Yeah. I feel like I'm a burden on everyone.
No, don't ever say that. Please don't say that.
No, it's the biggest thought that's in my head. Aaron would get calls, Nikki would get calls, Shani would get calls. 10 o'clock at night, I'm just a burden to everyone. You guys are better off without me.
No
You'd be
way.
better off
Don't ever say
if
that.
I take off and head back to Sydney.
No, don't be silly. And the fact that we wouldn't get any great music, so we need you in this world. You should be so proud of yourself, and what you've achieved is amazing at your age. Absolutely amazing.
Well,
I think it's awesome.
Thanks, Aaron.
You've got people looking after you. You've got people supporting you, and they want to support you. They're your family.
Yeah, I know it's hard to accept at times.
I know, but you've got so much to offer still. So much to offer still, and I know that there's the dark days are often, and that will happen because your wife has only recently passed. So just give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. But you've got so much to offer, and you've got Aaron and all your family here to support you. IPL love you. You can always come into the radio anytime you wish. If you ever want to come in and talk about mental health, my show's on Thursdays, and it's all about mental health awareness. I would love to talk to you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're always very, very welcome. We're going to go and say goodbye for now. Hopefully, is there anything you wanted to talk about before we said goodbye? I wanted to play your last song or another song of yours. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
I just want to publicly say thank you to Aaron, to Tim, to Nicole, to Kelly Marie, to Beck and to Chantel for being there for me during these times. I hope you realise how much it means to me. Thanks, guys.
I'm sure they love you very much.
Can I say something?
Absolutely, please do.
Okay, so I want to encourage everyone that you just never know what everyone's going through.
For sure.
So just love on them, or just think about what you're going to say, and also remember that if you're feeling in a sad place or a down place or whatever feeling, or if you're pretending to be happy when you're not, then to reach out to somebody. And if you don't feel like they've listened or heard, reach out again.
Yep.
Just keep reaching out to that person, or even meeting up with them, or just making a connection, because your life on this world matters, and that you just have to even if, like we're always saying, take each day as it comes, otherwise each hour, each minute, each second.
Whatever it takes.
But it matters that you're on this world. So,
absolutely.
So reach out to us.
Well done.
We're in the radio if you want to connect with people so that you realise your self-worth as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
One more thing before you go quickly. Mm-hmm. Aaron and I are going to be putting together some podcasts.
Oh, great.
To do with music and to help teach people how to get into lyric writing.
Great idea.
Or music and everything like that.
Brilliant.
So it'll be coming up in the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Excellent, excellent.
So if anyone's interested, contact IPL. They'll put you in touch with us.
Great.
And we'll be able to steer you in the right direction.
That sounds fantastic. Well done. Aaron, any last words?
I would like to say thank you to Trevor for all you've done for me over the last few years. You really lifted my spirits as well. I'd like to thank the late Richard Smithson. He was so good to me, and he just passed away recently. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
And his family, the Smithsons here in Nashville, I just wanted to thank them and thank Zach, my son, Chelsea, Mom and Daddy, Todd, Jesse, all the family, all my family in North Carolina and friends here that I have acquired over the years. That's helped me from being, in those places and bringing me out of those depressed moments.
Absolutely.
And I just want Trevor to realize his worth, because
100%.
he is he's very intelligent, and he can do anything he puts his mind to. And I appreciate Nicole. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
And thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely.
I hope we can do this again.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I want to thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us at 9 o'clock in the evening from Nashville. So it's been an honour to chat with you, Aaron. And, please keep in contact with us. Thank you so much, Trevor. You are an amazing man. Please don't forget that. IPL Radio is open for you anytime you want to come in the door. I would be honoured to have you on. Nicole, you're an amazing daughter. Mental health awareness is something that we need to get out there, and that's one of my passions. So, thank you so much. We're going to go into a song that you both wrote, or someone wrote. Who wrote the He Wears Her Rings? Who's the writer on that one?
Both of us. Both of us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Quick story behind it.
Trevor said, I wear her rings around.
I do.
Above my heart.
Ever since she passed.
That's gorgeous. So you wrote a beautiful song.
And this is a real traditional country song. And so it's, something that hasn't been recorded in a while. I mean, traditional country music is not been being recorded that much, but I think this was a really traditional song, and we had Cowboy Eddie Long, who plays with Jamie Johnson, steel guitar. He played steel on it.
I love steel guitar. Love it. We're going to play it. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it though, Aaron, but this is He Wears Her Rings by Aaron Bozwell and Trevor. What was your surname, Trevor? Sorry?
Hooper.
Trevor Hooper. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. This is He Wears Her Rings on IPL Radio.